very quick tutorial for assignment number 2 for InDesign. Here, it's the instructions are at the end of chapter 4, working with objects. At the very end, you see exploring on your own, and these are the incredibly complex instructions. So we'll start with this: create a new document, new print document. Use the ellipse tool to create a small circular frame, approximately 12 P0, meaning 12 picas by 12 picas. Press the Shift key to drag and constrain the new shape into a circle. Let's start with that, shall we? So we're going to go File, New Document, choose a print. I'm going to make it letter. Sure, it doesn't really matter. It does not have to be facing pages, single page. It's just for demonstration purposes right now. And this is what it's telling you to do. Use the ellipse tool right here. Click and drag, and it makes a perfect circle. So I'm not going to bother with the dimensions right now. It just shows you how to create a circle quickly, and just by pressing and holding your Shift key. Another quick trick as well: if you press and hold your Option key, it starts from the center. So press and hold your Shift key, your Option, sorry, and your Shift key at the same time, and you make a perfect circle starting from the center. That's another little trick right there. Another trick as well is you can create a text frame. Again, press and hold your Shift key so it's a perfectly square. And this is the difference. This is an image frame, the one with the X in the middle, and the one with my cursor that blinks. That's a text frame. What you can do, it's asking you also to put a fill to it. So I'm just going to put a fill to this one. Maybe a green instead of the blue. And then same thing here, I'm going to keep it red. So to transform a shape that you already have, for example, in this case, I have a square. I can go under Object, Convert Shape, and instead of rectangle, I go ellipse. And because it's a perfect square, it's going to make a perfect circle. Switch back to the ebook, and you can see that this is a quick way to do it as well. Is there basically asked you to create a circle frame, which is the red dot right there. Select the type tool and then click the frame to convert it to a text frame. So, I've showed you a couple ways to do it. Use your type tool right here, and then if I click right in there, there's my cursor in there. Now it's a text frame instead of an object frame. So 6 or half a dozen, really. I just wanted to show you the what you can do as well. So I'm just going to delete this guy right there, and I'm going to bring down the intensity of the color by 35%. Next, choose type, fill with placeholder text to fill the frame with text, and then 5, press the escape to switch to the selection tool, and then use the swatches panel to apply a fill color to the text frame. Super easy. Click in there, go under type, fill with placeholder text, and it's just going to be, Latin. I can suppose escape, deselect, switch back again. I already applied the fill to the color frame. Select edit to deselect, and then select the Polygon tool. This guy right there, if you press and hold, you have the ellipse, the rectangle, the polygon, etc. So you can do the Polygon tool right here. Draw a shape on the page before creating the polygon. You can double click the Polygon tool to specify the number of sides and optionally a star inset value if you want to create a starburst shape. So let me demonstrate that. So if I select my Polygon tool right here and I click and drag, I already have a star inset. So I'm going to deselect that, double click on my Polygon tool, and I have the number of sides right here, which is 10, with a star inset of 50%. So I can do, 6, a hexagon, and a star inset of 20%, for example. And this is what it will create right there. Kind of like a loose Star of David. So it doesn't matter really the shape that you want. You can also, again, double click on that, have no star inset whatsoever, and then create that's an octagon, 8 sides. And again, click and drag, and then you have your octagon. So it's just a matter of whatever you want to create, really. It's really optional at this point. what you want to do. So I'm going to keep this guy right there. It's a little bit wider and bigger. It's going to make it a little bigger right here. So I have those two objects right there at the top of my page. I'm going to select them both, duplicate them just to show the next step. Switch to my ebook. Using the selection tool, select the text frame you created, the red dot or the pink dot in this case, and then choose Edit Copy. Then select the Polygon frame and then choose Edit Paste into the net to nest the circle into the Polygon frame. So you just go like this. You just go copy. So I use my shortcut, go Command C, and then I select my polygon right here, which I'm just going to make it black, solid black. And I'm going to go on the edit and then paste into, which is another type of shortcut as well, which is Command Option V, I believe. Anyways, doesn't really matter from PC to Mac, it's different. So paste into, and there it is. It's pasted inside my polygon. So if I stretch this shape, my object that is inside an object does not move. However, if I move the whole thing moves together. So I don't want that. I want to be able to move my circle within my polygon. So switch over to the ebook again, select the polygon frame and then choose edit, etc. We've done that. And then use the selection tool to move the text frame by positioning the pointer within the content grabber in the center of the polygon frame and then dragging, meaning when you select that container, basically the polygon, it has that little center target in the center right here. And if I click on that actual target, that means that I'm selecting the object inside. It works the same with image frames. So in this case, I've selected my circle in there, and now I can move it around. If I press and hold slowly, I can move it around. And there it is. So there's an object within an object, paste it in. And then use the selection tool to move the polygon frame, as I just demonstrated, its content by positioning the pointer outside the content grabber and then dragging it around. Choose Edit, deselect all. I've done that. Use the direct selection tool to select the polygon frame and then drag any of the handles to change the shape of the polygon, which we've done that as well. You can just, drag one of those handles in the corner, stretch it up, stretch it down, do whatever you prefer. If you want to change the shape of the actual polygon, it's just like Illustrator. You switch over to your direct selection tool, and each of those nodes, each of those anchors is now editable. So first I need to deselect it, and then I can select each and every single one of them and then change the shape right here. And I can just, modify that shape at will, really break it down and go bananas with it. And it's the exact same thing with the circle. Same thing here. I can go with my direct selection tool and then select just that node up here. You can see the handles just like in Illustrator. I can turn that into a weird looking potato if I want to. And that's not really necessary. It's optional. But you can do some really funky shapes like that, just like that. It takes 2 minutes. When you have finished experimenting, close the document without saving. Oh no, you do save the document. Always save your document in Command Shift S, or probably Control Shift S on the PC to go save as. I want to make it into a new folder. I'm going to call it A2 as in assignment 2. Create that. A2 again, demo. Oops, not A at A2 demo. Save. Done.